Hello friends, last time we are aware about the various shapes, geometries of the molecule, and now today we are going to learn the specific molecule. So here the type AX4E molecule and its example is the SF4 molecule. So we want to learn the SF4 molecule according to the VS-EPR model. So here you can see, first of all, the SF4 molecule has a Lewis structure. In that Lewis structure, the sulfur atom has a 6 valence electrons and each fluorine has a 7 valence electrons. So the Lewis electron structure is, which is shown on your screen, with an expanded valence. This species is an exception to the octet rule. There are 5 groups around sulfur, 4 bonding pairs and 1 lone pair with the 5 electron groups. The lowest energy arrangement is a trigonal bipyramid as shown in figure 2. Then we designate the SF4 as a AX4E. It has a total of 5 electron pairs. However, because the axial and equatorial positions are not chemically equivalent, where do we place the lone pair? If we place the lone pair in the axial position, we have 3 lone pair bond pair repulsion at 90°. If we place it in the equatorial position, we have 2 90° lone pair bond pair repulsion. With a fewer lone pair bond pair repulsions, we can predict that the structure with the lone pair of electron in the equatorial position is more stable than one with a lone pair in the axial position. We also expect a deviation from ideal geometry because a lone pair of electrons occupies more space than a bonding pair. At 90°, the 2 electron pairs share a relatively large region of space, which leads to strong repulsive electron-electron interaction. With a 4 nuclei and 1 lone pair of electrons, the molecular structure is based on a trigonal bipyramid with a missing equatorial vertex, and it is described as a seesaw. The fluorine axial and sulfur fluorine, they are axial, and the bond angle is 173° rather than 180° because of the lone pair of electrons in the equatorial plane. You can see here completely on a diagram, that is, this is a seesaw structure. Sulfur is a central metal atom. These 4 fluorine atoms, they are arranged like a seesaw, and the molecular geometry becomes a seesaw geometry. So this is about the AX4E molecules, and example is a SF4. Now we turn towards a next molecule, that is AX3E2 molecule, where two lone pairs are available, and example is the BRF3. Here you can see the Lewis structure. The bromine atom has a 7 valence electrons and each fluorine has a 7 valence electrons. So the Lewis electron structure is once again, we have a compound that is an exception to the octet rule. There are 5 groups around the central atom, 3 bonding pairs and 2 lone pairs. We again direct the groups towards the vertices of a trigonal bipyramid. With 3 bonding pairs and 2 lone pairs, the structural designation is AX3E2 with a total of 5 electron pairs. Because the axial and equatorial positions are not equivalent, we must decide how to arrange the groups to minimize the repulsions. If we place both the lone pairs in the axial position, we have 4 lone pair bond pair repulsions at 90°. If one lone pair is axial and other is equatorial, we have one lone pair repulsion at 90° and 3 lone pair bond pair repulsions at 90°. Structure C can be eliminated because it has a lone pair interactions at 90°. Structure B with a fewer lone pair bond pair repulsion at 90°, then structure A is lower in energy. However, we predict deviation in the bond angles because of the presence of the 2 lone pairs of electrons. The 3 nuclei in BRF3 determine its molecular structure, which described as T-shape, and this is essentially a trigonal bipyramid. That is missing 2 equatorial vertices, and the bromine faxial angle is 172°, which is less than 180° because of lone pair bond pair repulsion. Because lone pairs occupy more space around the central atom than bonding pairs, and electrostatic repulsions are more important for lone pairs than for bonding pairs. So this is about say SF4 and BRF3. Today we should stop. Later on we will continue the VSEPR theory in the next lecture. Thank you.